Today also we have a lot of presentations, so we'll quickly go through the initial formalities and allow others to talk. Today, special day, we have Ashok Chandra Nair, one of our founder members. So I thought we'll start with his introduction first. Please, you can mention about. You can come here. Everybody wants to see you. You have not come for 3 years. So the fact that he decided to come today is a great credit to our system. Welcome, Ashok.
Yeah, I'm Ashok Chandra Nair. I run a small company called Radium Supply Chain. We are a 15-year-old company. We are into warehousing and distribution based out of Bangalore. We have centers in Delhi and all over South. So that's in short. We are about 80 people in our company and turnover about 2.5 crores a month. Small but not big.
It's not small. What are small?
So nice meeting all of you. We'll get to know each other. Okay. Thank you.
He's a very small but in general. And Dinesh ji, he is one of the customers. He has signed up for the Meghalaya trip also. Here. So we are gaining strength. So with such kind of vitamin, we will be stronger. Even those members who are not regularly coming, more and more they are coming is a good index that we are alive and making an impact. So let me go through the quick initial sharing of information, and then subsequently we will have a lot of presentation depending upon the time. I request all of you to keep the presentation under 10 minutes. More important is not 10 minutes, your judgment of the audience. While you are talking, if you think you are connecting well, it is good. Otherwise, you try to modify. People feel they understand what you want to do. And more important is, drag them towards you. That means they should understand and start seeing some connect. At the same time, make sure that you don't keep on talking about yourself, because everybody wants to talk about themselves. So the business will happen only when parallel lines cross. If you go on talking about yourself, it becomes two parallel lines, they never meet. So somewhere we need to bend, cross the line, and sure you will see wonders. Sorry. This is a year of visibility. This is the fourth year of visibility. In November 2018, we'll be entering the fifth year. So next year, I want to really look at a lot of success. So a lot of initiatives have been taken in this year. Many of you who are part of that initiatives will know how seriously we are trying to go in that direction. Hopefully, we will see spectacular results as we go on. Again, visibility is not for Apna, visibility is for you. Apna doesn't exist without all of you, therefore your visibility is more important. So any good idea for improving the visibility is welcome, and you can also implement it. Don't give too many ideas to me. Instead, participate in implementation. That's all I want to say. Today I have put all the names who are there for presentation. I don't know who are all there today. Vishal is here. Yes. Pallavi said she will present, but what time she comes we don't know. Bashir said he will present, but I don't, because of the religious thing, I don't know how strong he will be. Nazir will also send. Dr. Shri Kumar is also present. Apart from that, we have 2-3 presentations on nutrition. We have one from her on the cake. So we have a lot of presentations. So enjoy each of the presentation and also the cake. She has brought some cake which she will give to all of us. And I think we'll have a good time. So we went on a trip to Premium Kesari. You know, Premium Kesari is one of the dairy which we are promoting. A lot of their products are here, milk and milk products. And how was the trip? So this is the gang which went. So anybody from the gang want to talk about the trip? No, doctor always no. I signed a deal with Premlata not to ask her to get up. Yeah, say Kumar.
Good morning. What I observed, the whole thing is, it's not his business. It's actually his commitment to the society, to the people, and healthy people, or creating people who are healthy. That's what in one line, if you look at such a big commitment that it took, so many 4 years, 5 years, whatever it is, and a lot of investment. He is doing a lot of work. So you can say also like hard work. He's not, growing the cows and this and that. He's not depending at all to somebody else or outside of the premises. It's so awesome, and the milk and the curds and the ghee and all that, it's so wonderful, and the taste is also good. Of course, they received us very well. Only the carpet was missing.
But we had the mud
carpet. So it was both like a wonderful journey. At the same time, we also learned a lot. And I hope if we also have all this kind of committed business, it will be, life also will be really wonderful.
This was on the way. This is the Satish Kota has made friend with one cow. He is sending regular WhatsApp messages to him. This is the dairy. Just to share. The purpose of putting this is, I request every one of you who have something to show from your business, please invite the rest of the team. Go and visit. The bonding also improves, and you really see what the other person is doing. Otherwise, they come here and talk. You understand a little bit, or you have your own realizers. Better you invite them, show them. It may not be your office, maybe some work you have done, so you may like to take them out. Same way, Dr. Asha Kiran has been regularly asking people to visit his hospital, which is just about 2 kilometers from here in Yeshwanthpur. But last time only one person went for the massage, I believe. And he was very happy. He said one person from Apna has come. And we had given 4 coupons. Please use it. If you don't want to use it, apply the anthem. Give it to somebody. But don't tomorrow search where it is, right? That's not a good index of respect for the person. So please make sure that it is used. And today also we are giving 5 more, not me, I am only handing over 5 more coupons. Make sure the same person doesn't take it again. Then you are blocking the entry. But more importantly, visit this hospital. Not only that, anywhere. Just participate and you will see the real pleasure. So these are the offers. Please come. Chandru. Takshana Ayurveda wants to aggressively do a lot of promotion here. One of the things is he is giving the free massage coupons. There are 5 more here. Plus he also has a free consultation coupon, 10 he wants to distribute today. Apart from that, he wants to give 50% margin to promote the Chavan. So any dealer or agent interested can take up that product. And Chavan is a product which is not a health product, I think it's just for the great immunity and well-being. So please, everybody who makes.
And in this gift box, 1 hair oil is there, and 1 Purnayu 32 tooth powder is there, and pain relief oil is there. This is Lingamlaka hair oil, and this is Dhanvantara pain relief oil. You can gift it to someone else, and this is just for a demo. We have got Purnayu 32. This is the tooth powder, and this is Haridra Kanda that you can use for the kids also for the immune booster. And this is Talisali Churna, quick relief for the throat infection as well as the cough. Within seconds it relieves. This is all about it. We are also adding Chavana class also in this, and also we are coming with up even more gift boxes like this. If any suggestions are heartily welcome.
So what do we do with this now?
We are gifting it, sir. This is the first time we are displaying it, and also we require a suggestion on this. We are trying to make a gift box of health kit box.
So anybody interested in working further with them, you can connect.
Is algorithm? Yeah, I'm already working with
We are already working on it. So any marketing people want to suggest and promote or you can start. Okay. Good. Thank you very much, Chandru. I've been always telling Takshana Ayurveda is a very classic example of success in Apna. They started by practicing in their house, then they went to a clinic, then they had a factory, now they have an hospital.
They didn't tell the price of.
Which one? There's a
We
gift.
haven't finalized, but for nights we are making a good price. We are working on it.
This is something was a surprise. He sent me, so I am putting it. They are also entering into the market of sambar powder and rasam powder. This is another point. Anybody is interested, you can look into it. I'm just sharing information from various people so that you know what is available. But the rest of the discussion will come. Now we have this trip planned between. Sorry, it's not October 13 to 20. It is October 9 to 16. October 9 to 16, we have about 17 people now registered. So anybody knows anybody who is interested in traveling, please refer. We want to make it at least 25 or 30 people in October. A lot of people say it's Dasra. It is good. One day you can sacrifice Dasra in Karnataka and enjoy it in Calcutta. Calcutta is supposed to be famous for puja. We want to make sure that you enjoy once at least through Apna the beauty of Calcutta. So on 16th, 15th and 16th of October we will be in Calcutta. 16th evening safely back thanks to Indigo Travels. So we will be back and then we will. So I am looking for more support of people whom you know would be interested in traveling during that period. So this trip is picked up a lot of interest. I don't know, more than 20-25 people have shown interest to Singapore. So we are working on this trip. Everybody wants to know the rate. So Dinesh is working on it. Anup and Dinesh are working. A lot of people have shown interest. There is a separate WhatsApp created for people in this trip. So anybody who wants to do this trip, please register with Shankaran so that you are included in the WhatsApp and then you can work. Very important is, this is a business trip, it's not a tourist trip. So before going, you decide what you want and communicate in advance so that the other side can make arrangements. So when you go, your trip is worthwhile. Don't suddenly go there and start thinking what you want. So a lot of planning is possible. This is still in August. Last meeting, fresh from the kitchen, Satish Kota immediately took Dr. Vijay Kumar, and this is what we got. They met the Taiwan, I think, Chamber of Commerce or something. Maybe you can explain.
So you want to do the talking?
No, please.
Please.
We are good at it.
Very good morning, everybody. My name is Satish Kota. Last week we attended this program. Actually, the program is investing in Taiwan rather than they investing in India. But intentionally, we Indians, we want money to come here, not to go there. So we went there to identify opportunities to bring in businesses over here. This program was organized by a company called Taitra. In Apna, we always been talking about KOTRA, which is Korean trade system. So that actually gave me an idea on why we should also look at Taiwan. Having spoken to Nathan sir, I understand that we also have brought in a Taiwanese company to India, find distributors and all. So that actually gave me a boost to understand, yes, there's an opportunity, we can go, we can talk. And also my confidence, I have one very bad, strong confidence in mind that with me being a media guy, I can open any door. So that actually works as for us to go and open opportunities. So I went, I spoke, thanks to Vijay Kumar who gave me a hint about a particular, and I brought in, and they know me now. So that means there's an opportunity. Having spoken to a lot of people over there, and also some of the people ex-IT secretaries and people who have been involved with other systems, we understand by end of this year or next, about 120 Taiwanese companies are going to set up shop in India. So let's take an understanding. In the semiconductor and electronics industry, 120 companies might set up. If they are going to come here, eventually for the 120 companies, you will need 300 different companies who has to work as vendors and supporters and all, which means opportunity is knocking us rather than we going and knocking the opportunity. The whole intention will be, I'm always already in touch with the IT secretary who is actually the bringing in these activities, which means there's going to be huge set of opportunities for whichever businesses wants to connect with this. 120 companies is equal to no less than 120 employees, so 12,000 employees at least. So every business has an opportunity here. Let's work. So the whole opportunity is to go get this. This is one idea. Okay. Second idea is to start evaluating business opportunities in Taiwan, to bring in them to find distributors in India. And the third opportunity, if anybody wants to set up business in Taiwan, whether it is respect to setting up a sales office or you want to set up a manufacturing plant or any whatever it is, we can always help you do that. And let's understand, made in Taiwan was always, and I think it will always be, one of the quality product development solutions. When I was young, when I was a kid, and this one, made in Taiwan product had a huge value compared to made in Indonesia, made in other countries. So that's an opportunity that's available. Keep this in mind, we'll start working on it. If you have any interest, you have anything that's going to come that will help you, we are here to support you on doing that. Okay, so having said that, that's that. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, and you want to do this last time?
No.
So please enjoy the massage and Rakshana.
Thank you.
For all the efforts. Thank you very much. Yeah. Taiwan, see, you must appreciate that through Apna we are able to open doors in various countries. This itself is a big chance. My only request to all of you is please think big. Don't think in a narrow minded that we are very small. Nobody is very small. All that you need to do is just wake up and take all steps required. You will find the journey very pleasant. Success or failure is not important, but look at all these opportunities, see how you can bend it to suit your needs. Taiwan is really a company, not only in this, we are seeing excellent technology in all-terrain vehicles, not just electronics. Electric vehicles, a lot of good technologies available. Some of the technology is being adopted in US also. It's not that US has got a great technology. Taiwan is a country which we cannot ignore. And we have got very good experience, we have brought products from there. So please look at what he is showing is only one small window. You break that window and go inside, I'm sure you'll see a lot of
They're coming with lithium also.
Yes.
They're coming with lithium,
Lithium,
which is
yeah.
one of the best will be in the market. Batteries.
So, if you are not confident, apply the anthem. I'm sure somebody you know would be ready to benefit. Now, Pallavi had a posting. DRM, we are working on a daily routine management. So one of the things she picked up is a beautiful advertisement from the paper. This is something which can benefit a lot of people. It came in our ABM WhatsApp also. So if you see that it's a tender, it's just information. What business will come is not important, but it shows you. And when somebody keeps posting on such requirements, you can see whether this makes sense to you. There are a lot of people who look at governmental work. So even knowing such things exist is good enough. After that, even if you don't get this order, at least you know such people are there. So you can find a program to meet that. So I thought it is worthy of mentioning. How many of you see the WhatsApp? I don't know. So I thought I'll pick up key things and then present it here. Balamurugan had a wonderful session in Philippines. So this is live from Philippines. So I thought he can explain. After some time we don't talk about India. Somebody talks of Taiwan, he talks of Philippines.
Good morning, everybody. Okay. Again, Apna anthem. Both creating opportunities and using opportunities not only for ourselves, to whom we know, and it goes in the chain. Myself and another friend, we are looking for, we are opening up. India is being looked after as guru or as a source of resource by many countries. Without why, I am a business consultant, process improvement expert and business consultant. We have been doing some projects in India. We thought, why not look outside India also? So myself and my friend, he had a friend which he passed on to me because he was lined up. I lined up in this company. It is about 32,000 employees across the world. Headquarters in UK, but most of the employees are working in Philippines. They wanted somebody to teach them on Six Sigma. It's a service industry. I am a manufacturing guy. Most of you may be knowing. So I was wondering whether I will match. But they wanted specifically manufacturing guy to do process improvement offsite. They are into insurance as well as education software. So they are specific that no. Manufacturing guy may be knowing better on how to do process improvement step by step rather than coming to directly from service industry. So in fact, I was looking for manufacturing guy in service industry. So my resume was shortlisted. I was there for about 10 days. It was an excellent program, teaching all of them. They are all middle and senior level people. People came from UK, USA, Singapore, Ireland, and of course Philippines. The whole cross-cultural team was there. They are very humble. One important thing what I want to share is, yes, it doesn't mean that abroad means they know everything. They are humble enough to accept that they don't know many things. Six Sigma, in fact, whatever we know in a very starting level, they are humble enough to tell that I don't know anything, please start from zero. In fact, I have to fine tune all my presentation. I have to make it simpler, 4 rounds of iteration with them. Then I watered it down in such a way it's palatable to them and acceptable to them. Important thing for here is, yes, on the way I was talking to Sam also from the parking of my car. Yes, if you work together and yes, very interesting. Taiwan I traveled some half a dozen times. I agree to whatever Satish Kota and Mr. Nathan said. They are made in Japan quality products. I bought from there myself. Yes, there is an opportunity with what Anup says and what Satish says. I keep in touch with both of them. You have to look for opportunity not only here but abroad also is a thing. Nice to see it here. This is what precisely I use. A nice board, a big, huge room. I messed it up rather. Okay, we use it so totally. Everywhere there are post-it bags, everywhere on process improvement. So, opportunities are there. Not only here, if you work together anywhere else in the world, and it is more rewarding too, if you use it correctly. It's what the message I wanted to give. And we know a lot of things better than many of the so-called foreigners. Let us have the confidence. Let us not think we are just Indians. What I have come across traveling all over is we know much more than many people. It is only making ourselves visible to others, such a person or such a company is there. I feel that is the only thing that is missing link. If that is there, our talents are appreciated, respected and rewarded very well everywhere in the world.
Very good. This lady from which country? Philippines.
You would have taken a massage. True. Thank you so much.
Different people are different agenda while you are talking.
Okay.
It's really a proud moment when somebody from India, especially from Apna, is able to go to a country and then talk to people and about concepts like Six Sigma. So it's really proud. Congratulations, keep it up. And others can also do a lot of wonders. So we move on. Nataji. I don't know how these people always keep getting awards. We don't know what is his award, so maybe.
Good morning, friends. I'm an independent financial advisor, and I see the world and make companies who I work for pay for my trips. One of the exciting things about being in the life insurance industry is these beautiful trips and the recognitions I get. Last week I was honored for it again qualifying for the 14th time for a council in my 17-year career. Places are yet to be decided. It can be either Shanghai or Tokyo. I'm deciding which one is better to go to. So this is a qualification which is more difficult to do than the $1 Million Roundtable is. Most of you know that I'm a life member of the $1 Million Roundtable. I've done it 12 years in a row, whereas 10 years makes you a life member. 14 times, I think I'm the only person from South India from Max Life to have done the council membership. Third person in all over India to have done this qualification also. So it gives me a lot of pleasure, not just hard work also real fun. That's very nice. I think after all the hard work I did. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tashish.
Such responsibilities are very difficult to discharge. He has given me 10 coupons, so random. Whomever I give, I'm sure the rest of the people will have something to say. Very good. Nice to see such recognitions. See, if you see her and Sampath and all that, it is consistent. It's not just once in a while. They are very regular, getting some recognition or the other. So as long as you are financially also getting rewarded, it is fine. You wanted to say something because you raised your hand or something? No. I thought so. But don't deal with her. You can come anytime. Thank you. Now, Chandrasekhar had posted about the event management. So I just next line. You can explain about yourself quickly because many people will not.
Hi, I am Chandrasekhar from RC Event, an A to Z wedding planner. This is in Palace Ground, Palace East Mahal. This is an reception stage. This is an Wipro company. This is an commercial event celebration. So this is an palace, main palace, reception stage. This is also a wedding mandapa.
So these are all organized by you.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain about your business? Maybe you're only wedding planner, right?
Yeah, wedding planner.
Not just wedding planner, this guy. He does a lot of other things.
Give me time, please. Plan.
You are following Vijay Kumar's statement sometime back. The next week you have to come.
Yeah, sure.
Sir, I can speak on this.
Please.
I had a small one-to-one. I went to his office last week, and it's amazing from being just a photographer He has moved into such a big platform. Now he does anything you call as a celebration, he does it.
Okay.
It can be a birthday party, it can be an engagement party, it can be, if it is an engagement party, from engagement party to photography till honeymoon. He takes you through all the events. And I saw some of beautiful pictures in his office which he has posted, right up to the even go abroad also with him, right? So Dinesh, this is for you. You have to catch him. He is doing a lot of weddings. So whenever he is doing weddings, you can get a honeymoon package also planned. He is doing corporate events. He is also doing events for companies. You know, when they are celebrating their annual day or whatever. I thought it is for any celebration you should get in touch with him. Please connect him to wedding halls and companies so that he can do their events together. And I think it will make a great event. Apna mantra. If somebody, you hear of somebody, of some celebration, please think of me.
Because I saw your photograph about birthday party. That's why I asked if a wedding. Birthday party is also you have shown. All events. Very good.
Thank you.
Now we have crossed more than 60. I'm very sorry, there is no seat available. So I opened the door so we can have a gallery. Because thank you very much. It's a phenomenal response. We never expected. Already 60 plus. So even there is chairs, but there is no space. So we'll move on. Classic Interiors have been regularly discussing with us about items which, from a stock sale point of view. So last time we had some Godrej bureau, then we had some chairs and tables. So he had given this posting, so I thought I will post it here. There are about 2 tables. It's what in your photograph.
2 sizes.
2 sizes. I don't know how many quantity. And your list has about 29 chairs. Just go to the next. These are the kind of office tables which are available. And next, these are the kind of chairs available. The beauty of this deal is it's a bulk sale, so you could negotiate the price with him. It will not be the original price. Sir, you want to tell something, you can.
Basically, these products are from Godrej, a highly branded company in the furniture division. We have been carrying this stock since we moved out of Godrej to some other company. We would like to give it at a massive discount from the original price. Whoever is interested, they can call me. Thank you.
Thank you. These are called deals. No, if somebody wants to buy stock, Abhijit is already thinking of buying. Offices, lot of office. So different people, different attitude, different chairs. Okay, next. Before we go for the presentations, a lot of people have presented. So quickly we will see how we understand our members' business. Next. Yeah. So each person's name is there already presented. So I just want you to summarize what is your understanding of what business they are doing. Except that particular member, all the others can say. Dr. Pani Reddy. Yes.
Tissue nutrition.
Tissue nutrition.
Dermatologist.
Hospitalist.
Laser treatment.
Laser treatment.
Anti-aging.
Anti-aging.
Looking at
Evolve
the root
is
cause
the-
of the treatment.
Evolve.
Looking at the root cause.
Root cause, exactly. Root cause and then treating the root cause.
Evolve
Okay.
is the
Pardon?
Evolve is the
Evolve
name.
was the name.
Evolve is the name of. So a lot of memory, very good. Sridhar Dikshit is also
Explorer.
Explorer.
kids. Educational
Kids.
kids.
Education outdoor.
Field trip for kids. Yeah, field trips, experiential learning, especially focusing on school kids. Right. Sampath Kumar, Classic Insurance.
Anything under the sun.
Award, getting awards. No, more important is he gives a very good deal. He always challenges. I will give you a price which is much better than.
Risk insurance.
Yeah, risk insurance.
And
And he's
important
now-
is he says anybody's insurance, you have problem, I'll give the follow up and connect.
And if somebody is already insured, he says, don't worry, just share that with me. No need to give me business, but I'll give you advice. So he's a social workout also. I also have a very unfortunate news to share. I think his mother passed away. So he's so anybody wants to pass a condolence, please directly you can contact. Venki Krishnamurthy.
1,500 rupees per month per person.
Paid.
What is it?
Basically, he's a
cloud-based.
cloud-based ERP. He says don't invest on the software, don't invest for data entry. Instead, you invest only for the result which you take from there. And he is looking at a minimum of 5 users, 1,500 per user per month. Lalita Panchanathan of Pavani.
Water treatment.
Water treatment.
Indoor plants.
Indoor plants.
Complete solution on water.
Complete solutions of water.
Indoor plants.
Indoor plants.
Free consultation.
Free consultation for like a water audit. Next, Sukumaran.
Chairs.
Chairs is only now. His company is called Classic Interiors. Generation to filtration is an engineering product. LED lighting and Wipro furniture. Schools and government kind of businesses. Next, Varuna.
Exclusive jewelry design only for you.
Only for me.
If you want.
She doesn't
Customized jewelry.
Redesigning old jewelry.
Yes, redesigning old jewelry, especially heritage, one to contemporary. And, she came only for that meeting. Chandrika.
DMIT.
Yeah.
Empower.
Empower yourself. Empower is the name of our company. Basically, counseling
especially for young
yes, children to realize what their really potential, so that the parents can guide them better. Murli.
Structured water.
Structured water. Battery rejuvenation. Energy audit. And also fuel energizer and anything on energy and energy savings. Satish Kota. Martha Mitra is one vehicle, but fundamentally he is a reputation builder. And of course he has written a book called on the same subject. He is running a daily Kannada newspaper online called Varta Mitra, and he has offered a lot of people visibility and publicity through his scheme. He still is looking for 2 or 3 more people to join so that he will launch his 2,500 rupees service.
Today will be the last day. I'll have to start the activity.
So please, anybody interested in getting some promotion, you can talk to him. Bharat Babu. He also came only for that meeting. Yeah, his company is called Hammurabi Solomon. He's a lawyer, and one of the key factors is he advises people not to go to court. Right? He more on a prevention side. He also said he will not negotiate his price, but he can give additional service. Additional service he can give. Next. Subramanian. Yoga master.
Mechanical engineer.
Pardon? Mechanical engineer. He was running his own company, making tools, fixtures, tool designer. But his passion is for teaching yoga and very personalized service and very highly committed. And he is now associated with Dr. Asha Kiran, and he also runs a yoga class in our. He is slowly getting to the corporate clients. He's also got a new good corporate client called Merck pharmaceutical company. So it's very nice to share that. Next is Akshay.
Vandalu bags.
Yes. Now you ask him where is the bag?
Clutch is the name of his company.
It's almost done.
Another big delay.
Yeah.
Clutch.
No, not only.
So he will say there are 2 words commonly used. Thank you for your support. Sorry for the delay.
Thank you for your overwhelming support.
So he runs a company called Twatch. He's into gifting, especially leather and corporate gifting, and very well conceived and designed a nice little travel bag.
Customized
A lot of
bag.
demand.
Customized bag.
Travel bag. So a lot of people have shown interest. Those of you who have not yet shown interest, please buy from here. Lataji, the big financial big financial advisor. Yeah. She focuses on women, especially girl childs, right? Can grow, plan anything for your future, education, marriage, retirement plans. What else? Very good person at heart.
And lot of awards.
Lot of awards. Manoj, VIFA mantra. What does VIFA stands for?
Water,
Fire, air. Panchabhutas.
So we are, sir, we are all alert, okay? What does it do? Organic, anything organic? Organic, yeah, connecting with the farmers.
Ready to eat
Produce,
food.
ready to eat foods, vegetables, milk, and also a lot of provisions and products. And they have a great CSR initiative. So it's a very good thing to know. Balakrishna. Media
Corporate brand.
Yeah, corporate branding, animation, movies, corporate films, and also a lot of several projects. Dinesh. Three friends international. So what is his specialization? Exotic places. Yeah.
Exotic.
Customized package.
Customized package. Okay. I wanted to just share, we had a long meeting with Captain Suresh. And when talking with Captain Suresh, suddenly it struck us that there is a great potential in the field of sports, even from a business point of view. So after discussing with him, we thought that Apna should do something to enter into the field of business related to sports. So he has a very good idea about the whole thing. So an idea has been conceived. So sports is something which keeps everybody very healthy. You don't have to be a great sports person, but sports as a physical activity is also good for our health. Sir, you want to say something about it? You can. Just a few minutes. I will say few minutes because I know that you can go on. Few seconds. Very quickly.
Good morning, all of you. Actually, first time when I came to Apna, I was a little bit very close to touch with Mr. Nathan. And I was finding a time to talk to him in person. Last week, I think, I was going for Lions Cabinet Office School. Before that, I take appointment from Northern. It was only for 10-15 minute discussion, but it went to almost 1.5 to 2 hours, along with Shankar. Shankar sir also there. And we were talking about anyway, sports, it is not a big business in India. In fact, I was starting a new company called Sports and Sports International. It was in just 2011 we were planned, but it was not implemented. Then we were discussing about that, okay, Shankar sir knows about one guy from Canada. He is working for pure business development, sports business development. It is a very wise subject to take from fitness, food supplements, even for day-to-day life, personal training. And there are a number of students are studying BBEd, MBEd, but they don't have a job to find. Otherwise, maybe well qualified, you get some 20,000 rupees, 25,000 rupees. Other than cricket, you cannot find a big academy in India. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Bangalore, very.
Nobody knows what is the national game of India also, sir.
Of course.
Honestly.
Once it makes
They think cricket.
become
Which is what?
Prakash Padugone and Rahul Dravid has funded, then they started a Bangalore football team. But normal people cannot imagine such type of. In fact, we are the supplier for BFA, sports kit and all. I was discussing with him, and in fact, I was shocked. At least after 53 years, I got a source to start on a business with the help of Nathan.
Very good.
Thank you.
Sir, this is a free consultation from the sports side. Anybody who you know who has some ailment or something, so the Ayurvedic treatment,
Right.
free consultation coupon for the action center. Now we will take a departure from our normal thing. Let's look at some of the presentations close to 9 o'clock. We have very little time, so full we will see whatever presentations we can do. So I request Mr. Kishan to talk about this service.
Hi everybody. For those of you who don't know me first time, my name is Kishan. I represent an IT firm called ITSSRC. Also my colleague Sarangan with me. So I'll walk you through what we do for a living, and after this meeting, if you have seen my numbers and coordinates, you can contact me. We are a global delivery and consulting and technology firm, which we started in Bangalore in the year 2007. We have currently operations in these Southeast Asian countries: Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, and Myanmar, and of course India too. We also have a office in United States in Seattle. We started in January.
Sorry about it, we will get this reloaded. Till that time, I think Kishan will take a break, and I request Shilpa to talk about the cakes. The business, she's a daughter of Subramania from Rajamane Hegde. We all underestimated the number of people. She bought 40 cakes, but we are 60, so we can each take 2/3, right? Because of 40, I think everybody will get one piece. But who will make the 2/3 will decide that.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shilpa, and I'm a software engineer turned homemaker. I started baking as a hobby, and now I do it by profession. So, and it's almost been a year. I started taking orders for customized cakes, and I give it out for any occasion. These are few of my what I bake for orders. This is a red velvet cake. I mean, simple flavors. This is a black forest. This is rasmalai cake. That's you get the sweet taste out of it. And this is Dead by Chocolate cupcake. This is Oreo flavor. Strawberry, butterscotch. This is chocolate truffle. This is pineapple. And I also bake cakes based on themes, for kids on their birthdays, for superheroes and Barbie dolls and as such. Next folder. Enough folder. See.
I sent the presentation to you. Okay. You can download in your system, put it in a pen drive and bring it.
Okay.
When Mani Megala comes, time is.
This is a Batman superhero. Mouse cartoons. And it so happens so many times I get orders for some cartoon and I don't even know what cartoon it is. So I have to research on it, see what it is, and then do a cake on it. So yeah, and everything I bake is eggless. Apart from cakes, I do cupcakes and brownies, rich variations, and cookies like that. This was an animal theme cake. Superhero again. This was for an engagement party. Yeah, like that. So I have got a few samples. I have 2 flavors. I have chocolate and vanilla for now. And I request all of you to have a taste, and I look forward to the feedback.
Can't wait to have those cakes.
This is exhibited before breakfast.
Yeah, I've done training and it's all practice.
You don't feel like cutting it half kg, 1 kg.
Yeah, I start from half kg and I make how much ever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, anybody wants to do business, right?
Yeah, I stay in Vasantpur actually. So for Vasantpur. ISRO level Kumarswamy. Yeah. So for now, I'm the only one. I don't have a helping hand. So for now, if it's like within 10 kilometers, my radius I deliver. But it becomes too difficult to come to the other part of Bangalore with this traffic.
Extra business you can try.
Yes, yeah.
No, ma'am, you can take help of Denso.
No, you can take his order.
Ma'am, you can take help of Denso. Denso is there. You heard of Denso?
Yeah, the thing is, they come with bags and they don't have a box to deliver. And cake is like very delicate and I cannot afford to, you know.
You can tell Akshay, he'll design a bag for you. He'll take one opposite design for you.
Yeah.
Now, there is a 1 kg order from him, June.
26th June.
26th June.
25th June.
25th June.
July 4th.
July 4th. So 3 kgs.
Yeah. And I've got my cards and pamphlets.
We'll send her with at least 10 kgs order, right? Thank you very much for coming. See, women entrepreneurs are very special for us. So, you must do that extra mile to support. Even if you don't eat cake, doesn't matter. Buy, give it to.
Thank you, sir.
Right? Make sure that, see, I always believe multinationals are here. Please don't look at all those big companies. They all became big. Now why again you go there? Anybody next time travel, why do you go to Cox and Kings, Sita and all? Here, Dinesh. If he makes a mistake, hit him. Correct? Correct him. But don't go away. Right? That's the spirit. A lot of people are here. Help them. That's how the business grows. Don't think that something else will work. And anybody, the entire family chain, we should support the business here. And if something is not okay, sit with them and correct. Don't do the escape route. I tried, he is not responding, therefore I go. Sorry. That's not the spirit. Okay? I'm sure more people will talk, more people will have wonderful things to do, and we need to support. Thank you very much. And please bring many more such people who are in the business, and we will assure you that we will try our best to support. We will have a quick introduction of some of the visitors who are here, and then we will follow with the presentation. In the meantime, just copy this in. So we wait for it. So let's look at the first time visitors. Surabhi. Surabhi Dattatri. She is Dattatri's daughter. And she is here not as Dattatri's daughter, she is here as Surabhi.
Hello, myself Surabhi Dattatri. I am pursuing now BCom and CA together in Cambridge Learning and work to support my father's project. So first time I've come here to see business meeting. And to be frank, today is till now, today is my first business meeting. I haven't thought the business meeting would be so friendly and
You have a bad reputation.
It's not bad.
Appreciate the frankness, sir. Innocence coming from
This is a serious. Very good, yeah. So what are your plans?
Our plan is right now just to pursue CA course.
Rashid? Next. Nitish Kamath is ready. Very good, thank you very much. Thank you. We'll talk to a few first time visitors. You are first time, right? Please. See, all first time visitors, before going, please make sure your name is entered in the register so that we have a record of your presence here and we'll be in touch.
Namaskaram. I'm Simi Sharma. Basically, I'm a textile designer, and in Delhi I was teaching in textiles, and when I came to Bangalore I was working for Gokuldas Images. I worked there for about maybe 10 years or 12 years, and then due to my health issue I left my job and I started my own setup. I was doing kurtis, ladies tops, and it was going very well. My model was like doing exhibitions, and exhibitions were like not those big exhibitions. We used to go to the apartments and used to do the exhibitions there, which was going very well. Then somehow, you know, my partner left me, and my manufacturing unit ditched me, and I ran through a lot of losses. So then I had to shut down. I had to slowly only take personalized, you know, orders, not in a big scale. So I had shut down my business. So now again I want to do something. So I was working on eco-friendly t-shirts. So still that project is on the way. So we are just working on it. And if you all support, maybe I will be able to do something with it. So most probably the samples and all that we might be able to show it in the next meeting.
Thank you so much. Please,
Thanks.
I spoken to you, I didn't know that you are semi. Please, thank you very much. Now we'll see the smaller side of Lata.
Good morning.
Sneha, right?
Sahana.
Sahana.
My name is Sahana Chandrasekhar. I am a student at Dhananand Sagar College of Engineering. First of all, I would like to thank my aunt for giving me this opportunity to present myself. I finished my schooling in Sacred Heart Girls High School, and then I took up science for my 11th and 12th. And then I'm doing information science of engineering. I just finished my 3rd year. And meanwhile, I'm preparing for my higher studies, like to build my profile, and 3 years clear my confusion that this is not my cup of tea, and I'm interested in marketing. And since it's a very big diversion of my course, from engineering to management, I thought experiencing internship in management would help me and learn new things. So I kindly request for opportunities to pursue my interest.
Very good.
Yeah, this is my semester in holidays, vacation, so I wanted to do an internship for like summer course for like 2 months. So I'm available for 2 months.
So we are immediately offering the internship in Natra and Natra.
Abhijit, you can introduce your visitors.
I think we have Anupam and Vidya.
Please come. Vidya.
Sorry, Divya.
Did
I say Vidya?
So used to say Vidya. Come. Doctor, they are interested in your talk.
Yeah. We'll connect.
Only you can connect, and then for all.
And again, I think even the cake, this thing, we need almost like 2 cakes in a month. We have about 50 people in our office, so someone's or the other's birthday we celebrate at office, so we can.
10 kgs you must go with that, and you connect with them and take that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You can introduce yourself because you are also special. And then you can introduce them and they can.
Okay. So myself, Abhijit, some of us have already met. This is my second or third visit here. I run a technology services company called Codeway. We are into application design and development. We work with from startups to SMEs to bigger companies. We are a team of 50 people, and anyone who has any requirement in terms of their digitization goals or want to scale up their business with respect to technology, please feel free to reach me. Here I'd like to introduce Anupam and Divya. Divya is my wife's sister, Vidya, that's the confusion again. So like us, me and Vidya, they both are couple entrepreneurs as well. They are running a product services company called ApnaTV. I'll let them talk a little bit about the company and their vision and goals.
Yeah, hi.
Thanks, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's nice to see, and we've come all the way from C.V. Raman Mandal to meet you all at Mandeshwar. early in the morning, which is kind of quite unusual for both of us. And yeah, so we run a company called Apka Painter. I guess you might be getting an office as well as homes painted, and I'm pretty sure all of you might have faced a lot of hassles by getting a house painted. I mean, if someone could share your experience of getting a house painted last time, that'd be helpful for the start.
I will share. Work is not completed. Last 10% is left. Then we have to search that fellow to complete. 80% will do. Then last 10-15%. That is one of our experience.
Yeah, so these are the usual concerns when someone wants to get their house painted, or usually they plan to get their house painted. One is this lack of transparency, and the second biggest thing is there's hardly any commitment on deadlines or service delivery. So that's basically because the painting service industry is very unorganized, and these people, the painters, hardly get 10 to 15 days of job in a month. And so their focus is always on getting the next job after acquiring the job from you, and maybe even collecting the payments. So that's where Apka Painter as a platform is trying to organize the entire sector, being on both the sides of the marketplace, offering value to both the customers as well as the vendor, the painter community. This was a time like in 2011, Red Bus and Ola were all coming up. They were trying to organize the complete unorganized sector of bus ticketing and travel through technology. So that's when we also thought, like, why can't we leverage technology to make painting services more efficient and exciting? So years later, we started Apka Painter. Today we are operational in 3 cities: Bangalore, Mumbai, and Hyderabad. Any of you are having houses here in these 3 cities can reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help. And we take pride in saying that we've been rated the topmost, we are the top rated service provider across the country, rated 4.7 on Google by more than 400 plus customers. So that's it. We've painted more than 3,000 houses.
3,000 houses.
So any kind of, not just paint finishes, there are a lot of different kinds of advancements that have come in paints as well. There are texture finishes, a lot of custom designs can be done on the board. Not many of us are aware of that. So even there have been customers who got their child's face also painted on the board. So all those kind of custom design, give us anything we can get it done. We have a backend that is quite strong and can deliver all kinds of custom designs.
I will contribute to some
we do more of B2C, but we also do a lot of B2B2C. So we are working with Homelane, Homelane and Lispace are leading interior design. We've also started working on it, so we help, very helpful for the clients.
Okay. Thank you very much. With about 67 people, I think this is our record. We only have we are moving from the sector to balcony.
No, sir, only you are sitting.
No, I came here last time.
Sir.
Once I visited.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't matter, please. We don't remember immediately.
I haven't prepared anything.
No, nothing. Just introduce yourself. Just introduce.
Hello, I'm Sandhya Jain, and I've come here once earlier. I'm into customized jewelry. We have customized cakes, and I make jewelry. If anyone's anniversary is coming up and you want to design a ring or anything, your specification, even budget you can keep in mind and still have your designs, your essence, your flavor in the ring. So I do that. I haven't got my pictures or anything because I didn't come prepared. But I have done a lot, and I'm in this field for the past 12 years. I've catered to the high end, I've catered even, made things worth $1,000 also in silver, and I've gone up to lakhs. I cater to all segments, and I think I'm pretty good at it. There is hallmark also, so it comes with a guarantee. So feel free to call me.
Thank you. Vishnu.
Hi, this is Vishnu Gantroji. We are a corporate services that we take care in Massamudi. We incorporate companies to the binding of companies. We cater to all industries, all basically companies, and a small company or big company or one-person company, LLP or private limited. And we have a group of company secretaries, and this is Vishnu, part of our compliance.
Thank you. We will hold the introduction. Let's finish. We have 3 presentations, so we'll finish one, finish the rest of the introduction, and then Bashir, then
What's the name?
It is there in pen drive.
IDSS Apna presentation.
Click the wrong one.
It's a different pen drive, I think.
Pen drive.
Yeah, pen drive. Same pen drive.
It comes with name and
I already spoke to you about this slide. This is what we are today, and if you can just move to the next slide, you can skip this. Our offerings are for these 4 industries: consultancy, information technology, research and training. Like Bala, my founder director, also has been very strong in sharing his knowledge across the globe with other emerging countries, especially in Southeast Asia. I would like to second his thoughts about the kind of reputation which our country has built up. Wherever we go, wherever we speak, the kind of receptivity we get is phenomenal. And unlike us, most of us are self-taught here and most of us are experts. Normally we have our opinionated minds, but especially what I found in Southeast Asia was the kind of receptivity for knowledge from overseas. If India is good in healthcare, they give you 100% attention. If India is good at doing well in agriculture, they give you 100% attention. And also the kind of bang for the buck which you get. If you have a price in mind, more or less you get paid that kind of price with very less negotiation. That's something which is great. I was really impressed that Mr. Kota and Dr. Vijay, you had gone to the Taiwanese High Commissioner, which is very nice. I have the similar experience as far as Taiwan is concerned, as far as the products are concerned, be it manufacturing or service-oriented products. So if you can just go to the next slide, please. We have these offerings, especially on Salesforce products. We are the Salesforce partners. On cloud technology, we employ Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, Heroku, and Fluence. We also are experts in Meet and Lean as far as open source are concerned. Artificial intelligence is one of our core competency. The gentleman who's running the firm from US is an artificial intelligence expert. So any artificial intelligence related questions or challenges which you have in your firm, or you want to scale up your firm to 10x, please feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to consult, research, and also help you scale up at a very competitive price. And next slide. So as I mentioned, we cater to BFSI, healthcare and life sciences, public sector manufacturing, and also technology, media, and telecom firms. As far as media is concerned, I would like to thank Mr. Nathan and Balakrishna Madhu. We got our first business interaction with them, and we want to again for the Mr. Madhu is not here, but I would have really liked to thank him for giving us the audience in the first day of our meeting in Apna. I will primarily focus on the product which is very relevant to the audience out here. This is called iField Scout. We demonstrated this product to Mr. Prasad from DigiWoods, who had come here a couple of weeks back. This iField Scout is a Salesforce-based product what we have designed for companies which have large field force, companies which have lot of foot soldiers, like insurance and so on and so forth, especially these medical representatives who plan their visits during the course of the month. It's a GPS tracking device which can be enabled on your on the field force cell phone, and it will help improve the productivity of the field force and also help the management to monitor their activities, give them feedback, so on and so forth. From a client perspective, the client also can make out real time where his delivery is or where his appointment is. So it's a very real time based tool which we are really proud of, which is going to the market as early as Thursday. This particular product has immense scope where scalability is concerned, and if you are an entrepreneur who have 3 or 4 people across the country, you can definitely help. We can definitely help you to monitor your activities better with iField Scout. Oryx Pass is a trading and contracting product we implemented in Dubai, in one of the stock exchanges there. And then we also have IRM, is a risk management for a product for a clinical trial. Dr. Vijay, I had sent you a presentation around that. Whenever you can give me some time, you need around 15-20 minutes to demonstrate this clinical research product. This is being used by a pharmaceutical firm in the UK, and they've got good results out of it. And we would also like to, test market in India so that we can get valuable feedback from experts like you. iConsult is a consultancy product. You would have seen a lot of products in the market where some of the doctors use telemedicine, and iConsult is a one way ahead of telemedicine where the patient as well as the doctor has control of the appointment, and also you can monitor the health of the patient remotely. It works in areas where it's a large geographical area like Australia or Russia. So that's a very nice product which we have.
I think show the 3-minute video. How do I do it?
So
This is 3-minute
I would
video.
definitely want to demonstrate iField Scout. When the product is go to market, I will give you a demo next week probably, or the other next week. So what we bring onto the table is ITSSRC leverage. We have a very dedicated team of professionals. We are right here in Rajajinagar, delivering the globe. We are as local as you can get, but our mindset is global. And we also have a very cost-effective and reliable delivery model. The founder of this company has launched satellites for the country, so you can be rest assured that the services will be way up there. So I'm very proud to let you know that we have served the country and we will serve the country. And as far as Salesforce leverage is concerned, I do not want to harp on this time and again. You know how Salesforce has really captured the CRM market. So we piggyback everything on Salesforce, including the artificial intelligence. We use their artificial intelligence tool called Einstein. And as far as your finances are concerned, you don't have major hardware and software costs. Your deployment is pretty fast. There is a pretty low cost of shared services, and the time to market is pretty fast as far as ITSSRC is concerned. Your advantage is to pay as you go. You can scale up. We do not discriminate between size. Even you may be a single member company or a 10-member company. We definitely would like to roll out our product. We are a partner for Salesforce, as I let you know, and also these are our cloud products. So this is how we go with our methodology as far as deployment of your analytics and capabilities concerned. We first analyze what has happened, and we go ahead on the whys. And next is our predictive analysis. Using artificial intelligence and bots, we go to predictive analysis. And the last thing is the prescriptive analysis. And then we support you and decision making. And we also provide service after the product is deployed in your shop. As I said, you must have met Dr. Murli. We had come a couple of weeks back. We'll be here. Unfortunately, today he couldn't make it out, but as and when he's there, you can meet up. And this is my colleague Rajesh Josh, who's in Seattle. He manages the Seattle operations. These are our clients whom we have served currently, and we would definitely like to add Apna members to this. So please make use of our services. This is our delivery centers. As I said, we are very much here in Rajajnagar, near Rajkumar Road. That's our register office, and these are our other areas of contacts. I would also like to thank Mr. Nathan for introducing us to Anup Nagarajan in Singapore. This 27th, 28th, we are going there and marketing our product there. We already are pretty strong in Southeast Asia, and we want to improve our penetration in the Southeast Asian market. Please reach out to info@itsrc.com for any of our services. I am there every Tuesday. I show up here at 8, and also my colleague Sarang. Any questions which we have of our products, so on and so forth, please feel free to let us know. I will stop the presentation, and if you have, I'll open it up for Q&A. So if you wanted any questions to be answered, please feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer you.
Primarily, you are in the pharma healthcare industry, is it?
No, we are very strong in BFSI, especially microfinance and low-cost housing market. We launched a product. I am very proud to let you know that that product is used by top 10 low-cost housing finance corporation in the country. I'm talking about the players like Aadhar Housing Finance, DHFL, so on and so forth. That product, it's handling around 20,000 transactions per month. When I mean to say 20,000 transactions per month, that means 20,000 home loans. Somewhere between 5 lakhs to 25 lakhs. That's the kind of pharma. I wouldn't say it's a pure play pharma product. It's a clinical healthcare product. And also for the marketing, we have had this iFeeds.
While you were speaking, that's what got me. We'll have a one more.
Sure. Any other questions? Sure.
Yeah, I think the interaction can be separate. Yeah. We also will take the opportunity to introduce our friends from Oyo Rooms.
Everyone, I followed the Apna model. In my previous firm, I used to be a traveling salesman from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to Assam. I keep going. But I was not able to give you good business. I said, hey, I'm going to get you to a place where you can get decent business. So I'm sure your products and pricing will be competitive. Thank you everybody.
Thank you very much.
So, good morning everyone. This is Shayan. This is my colleague Suraj. We are from Oyo Corporate Office, Bangalore. So basically, we are into this concept called Oyo for business, or Oyo for corporates, or Oyo for business people. Now there are certain differentiations between what Oyo for an individual is compared to what Oyo for corporate or for a businessman is. Let me give an example. Suppose today morning you have a check-in at say OTH Koramangala in Oyo. Probably the prices will be something in the region of 2,000 to 2,200. If you are under Oyo for corporates or Oyo for business, the prices immediately comes down to 1,700 or 1,800. So in any hotels all over India, if you are under Oyo for corporates or business, the prices are at a cheaper level and at a competitive price. Now, any of you might want an early check-in or a late check-out. Subject to availability of the room, Oyo for business does that free of cost. You have a dedicated accounts manager, so whenever you have any problems with the room, say the AC is not working, or you might not be happy with the size of the room or anything, the accounts manager or anyone at the property manager handles your queries and immediately resolves that. For example, you want a cancellation. Say you have a check-in today morning, but for some certain reason you are unable to come down. You want to have a cancellation. We cancel the rooms free of cost. Say you want a GST invoice. You have a company of your own. You want a GST invoice. So you do not have to ask the hotel for that. At the time of the checkout, the GST invoice is automatically created and it is automatically sent to the concerned admin or the HR of the company. You want to add some points?
Yeah. So basically he is like the key account manager here. So he is maybe speaking in those terms, and most of you might be wondering like what OYO is and what OYO does. So see, most of you might be into business. So you have frequent travels. So in frequent travels, if you have a dedicated city or like frequent travel to a single city, you usually end up in a particular hotel which you know and try to get discounts out of it and try to make a tie-up with them if you have like 3 or 4 people traveling. So here, your time and energy and even money is getting into it, making a tie-up, making a conversation with a person. See, your time and dedication has to be towards your work, not towards finding a room. Finding a room that gives you pleasure, but the main thing is your work. So what OYO has come up with is, OYO is giving you that savings in time and energy, even your money, because you dedicate your time for something else, your business is gone. So you dedicate your time to the business, you just give us a call saying that I need a room in this hotel. We book it for you. So that is how we work. And here, as he said, we have like dedicated portals, dedicated web, dedicated person for all your businesses. So you tie up with us, give us a call anytime, 24/7, we serve. So it is like that.
And another important point is, sometimes a hotel or a property looks good from the outside, but it may not be that good from the inside. Yes, for OYO hotel as well. So out of the 7,000 to 8,000 or OYO properties, the properties which we think are suitable for corporates and businessmen and people traveling are around 3,000 to 3,500. So for our corporates and for our important guests, we only shortlist and give them same properties. Let me give you an example. Say in Indiranagar, OYO has got about 20 to 30 properties. But whenever a corporate booking comes up, we only select 8 to 10. Because there is a difference between a normal property and a premium property and a smart property. So this is another thing, and the process goes like this. Say, sir, you have a requirement in, say, Kolkata. Since I am from Kolkata, I will give you the example. Say, sir, you have a requirement in Kolkata. So you tell me, that Shine in Kolkata, maybe in Park Street area, I want some properties. So I will select the properties for you, A, B, C, D, and accordingly, you can tell me, that Shine, I think property C is the good one for me, seeing the pictures and the price and all. So we will also do the booking for you. You just only have to go there and do the check-in. That's all.
So basically, you are telling OYO rooms is primarily for business owners, businessmen, or from the company?
I won't say that. It's a OYO for business.
Okay, so OYO for business is it's a corporate account.
It's a corporate thing.
Where anybody under that company can go and.
Absolutely. It's for corporates, it's for travelers, it's for business people. Basically at the same price. On an individual level to a business level, we give you a better rooms. But as I said, out of 8,000 properties, only 3,000 are properties which have the corporate tag. So for the important guests or guests who are going for important travel, be it personal, be it official, we allow those guests to only those properties.
Is this
Yes, sir.
add-on service for the business community?
Yes, sir.
It's not paid service?
No, sir, it's absolutely free. And we will be creating a portal for you, which are also created for PinCode. That is absolutely free of cost. Over there you can actually see the list of hotels, the price, the status of your employees. This is a free of service cost.
OYO for Apna?
Yes, sir.
Dinesh?
Yeah, I'll meet you after this, after travel company. So I already have tried with other.
So we can do the interaction side. So you please be sufficiently here. Maybe you need to enter the name in the register. Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone.
Now, Bashir, we'll have one member presentation. There are 3 or 4 more interactions, then Dr. Sri Kumar. We will overshoot the time, please don't mind. We are close to 70 people, I'm very sorry about time. Not sorry about the people. We have
Good morning. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. Before coming here, I think a lot and come to speak here, but I'm damn sure I forgot it. So I got this paper. I am Bashir, a practicing chartered accountant by profession with business acumen since my teenage. Before becoming a qualified CA, I handled business of my father since my 9th standard days. I am glad that I assisted my father and eased his technical. This gave me an excellent insight into business handling, multitasking, and more importantly, managing human beings. This made me to choose finance field, and today I am able to assist many companies, especially the startups, in making their business more profitable. Bashir and Company Chartered Accountants is an audit firm based in Bangalore, more than 5+ years of presence. Our firm comprises of committed professionals with specialized skills, servicing a range of business needs, believing strongly in creating and adding values to clients. From day one of my practice, I strongly believe in one philosophy: our growth lies in our clients' growth. Apart from traditional audits, my firm Bashir and Company can provide following services: financial advisory services, tax advisory services, statutory registrations and compliance services, management consultancy services, outsourcing or bookkeeping, project reporting, payroll designing, restructuring and payroll audits for corporates, due diligence audits for the purpose of mergers and acquisitions. Let me take a couple of minutes to explain in brief few of the above mentioned services. Audit services. Audits are mainly categorized into two divisions: mandatory audits and non-mandatory audits. Mandatory audits are like statutory audits and tax audits, which are governed by Companies Act and the Income Tax Act. Non-mandatory audits are like, from the management point of view, we do the non-mandatory audits like your stock audits, fixed assets audits, all these things. Second vertical is taxation. Taxation comprises of both direct and indirect taxation. Direct taxation is your income tax, and indirect taxation is your GST and all. In income tax, apart from filing of returns, we provide various services like tax advisory relating to amalgamations and mergers, representing the assessments and consultancy in related matters, transfer pricing, etc. Primarily, we are focusing one-stop solutions to startups. Startups are by and large formed as private limited companies in the eye of law. This makes them a separate legal entity governed by various statutes of the place where they are registered. The registration of a startup is the first step to meeting legislative guidelines for starting your business. But before registration, we understand the nature of our client's business, industry to which they fit into, size and potential of the business, amount of investments, etc. Upon understanding the client's business, we suggest the suitable format to be started. For example, either they have to start with proprietorship, partnership, or private limited company, etc. We advise them to the applicable laws and the benefits available for startups under different laws. As a one-stop solution for startups, we provide the following services: assistance in incorporating of a company, preparation of a good business plan which can be used for raising equity and debt, handling finance like accounts, payroll, direct and indirect taxes, statutory compliances, etc. Help startups in issues such as capital structuring, compliance, company law compliance, etc. Filing of all requisite returns forms within due dates, operating as virtual CFOs, helping the entrepreneurs understanding and managing business from a finance point of view. And fourth vertical is your outsourced partner. Bookkeeping and legal compliance are vital in running any business effectively and efficiently. We provide virtual accountants or virtual CFO services for bookkeeping, accounting and taxation support for startups and entrepreneurs on a monthly basis. With our qualified accountant professionals, you can get your accounts in place in fraction of cost of hiring a full-time accountant. We provide value of support to your existing accounting department or act as a virtual CFO depending on the level of support you need. Currently, we are providing our services to various industries like aerospace, pharmaceutical, airports, real estate, software, hotel industries, engineering, automobile, electronics, electricals, hospitals, charitable trust, education institutions. Kindly connect us to startups so that we can give a one-stop solution for all their finance and accounts process. Thank you.
Those of you who have not met Bashir, because he is not very visible, at least in our meetings, you should have at least one chat with him. Whether you do business or not is not important. A few things which we have realized is, one is, he mentioned that he has a tremendous business acumen. So not only just chartered accountancy services, he has a lot of ideas for business. That is something he is well connected with people who are looking at business. Second thing is, he's also very good in while doing audit to find out opportunities where profit leakage otherwise could be there. So these are of importance to management. I thought I will highlight these two things. Please connect, at least know better. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
We utilized Mr. Bashir's service in one of our customers doing an audit for cost-related issues.
Yes.
And his feedbacks, this is almost 2.5 years
Ah,
ago.
2.5 years.
But even now the customer remembers the audit what he has carried out.
Thank you.
He has given a good feedback about his auditing.
Thank you.
This is a small testimony.
You can announce your. We are planning to launch a series of training programs, which we call as open house programs. So I want Nivas to talk about it.
So good morning, one and all. I'm Nivas. I represent Nathan and Nathan Consultants. So far what has been happening, open house programs, local consulting companies who are offering. The moment we say any open house program, they see what other companies are doing and relate the topics to the other companies. For example, I am sure nobody would have conducted an open house on building an awareness on chip fund business, for example, or the business related to interior decoration. Nobody would have done an open house program consulting related to bags, for example, or the leather products building model. Nobody would have done an open house for yoga. Yoga people say it's a personalized. So I am coming out with an idea, creating an opportunity that we will conduct open house for the year, and where all APNA members will become a faculty in that subject. For example, one day Ms. Lata can be a faculty. We call 10 people and make them wealth management program. So one day it could be structured water solution, where we call only that sector of 20-30 farmers or people who may need structured water. One day it could be digital marketing. So different fields related open house programs we would like to roll out, and this is at an idea level, and I'm seeking support from all the APNA members in making this opportunity work. So this is an opportunity, and we can talk one-on-one between us so that we can create this opportunity work to next levels. Thank you.
Very, very nice.
This is a very good opportunity.
Very innovative.
Yeah, where each of us can look at marketing. As I told in the beginning, we really mean business this year. When I say year of visibility, we are taking all steps that is possible. We only look for extensive, aggressive cooperation from all of you, not just for the program, for the benefit of your own business. Let's finish a few more visitors. Yeah, please.
Good morning. Actually, not Karnataka. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಪವರ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಲ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಟೀಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಥರ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಸರ್ವೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮೈ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ನವೀನ್ ಅವರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್.
First time,
ನಾನು 150 ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10 to 15 ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಟೈಅಪ್ ಇದೆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಇದೆ ಇ-ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮೆಜಾನ್, ಫ್ಲಿಪ್ಕಾರ್ಟ್, ಸ್ನ್ಯಾಪ್ಡೀಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೋ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಓನರ್ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ನ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡೋದು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಏನು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆನ್ಲೈನಲ್ಲೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಗಳು. ಕೆಲವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಲೋನ್ಸು ಏನಾದರೂ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಹೆವಿ ಲೋನ್ಸು ಆ ಥರ ಇದನ್ನು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ?
ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್.
ರೈಟ್.
I'm Sunil Kumar. I come from a company called Linus Computers. We are into IT rentals, rentals of IT products like laptops and desktops. I'm slowly expanding to other products as well. My friend does rentals of costumes. So I'm developing a website wherein we can have all the products in under one website or under one company. So we have IT products, costumes, cameras and other equipments. We're slowly trying to get in cars and other rental products as well. Also looking for some investors or anyone who else who is into rentals, we can collaborate and start working on it.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. A little bit more. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
So this is Giridhar. I'm from Veriform Technology Solutions India Private Limited. So basically, we provide push and pull services. So what is this push and what is this pull service? So when you withdraw some money from bank, ATM or something, you receive a message before money comes out of the system. So this SMS gateways we provide. This is called a push SMS, where the APIs are integrated from the systems and you'll receive a message. Similarly, it happens with all the online portals or like OYO rooms or wherever. Mr. Prakash Reddy sends information of such. So he also uses my services. There are three more clients here. And coming to the pull, what is this pull? Hope everyone have seen this Big Boss or KBC, Count Vinaya Karupati. They send out a message saying that please type A, send it to 56767. So this is called pull SMS. That is your number, they receive it. Or you give a missed call to some number to register or something. So that is called a pull. Your number is registered. So for our companies, for all the MNC companies and all, it is useful. So probably we can have one-on-one so that I can just tell you where it is useful for your company. So thank you for.
Thank you. Any first time visitors left out? Nobody. Then we quickly, Venkat, you are all rare comers.
The outstanding man of the day.
Good morning, everyone. I am Venkat. We are into providing software to develop software. For most of the software companies, we reduce their work. So we are working with Apna now. We are demonstrating how we use that. So that's what we are into. We sell softwares to build softwares.
Good morning to all. My name is Uday Kumar. I have a startup, social startup called as IdeaForm. We bring various disabled community in one common platform to empower and enable to become an entrepreneur. Right now I am doing my fellowship through National Foundation to get the reality. Very shortly we will be launching. We have a tie-up with the IIT Chennai where a disabled professor has come forward to work with us. That's it. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Balaji. I work for a company called Placements. We are into manpower services. We provide manpower to IT and IT companies, be it front office people or accounts or sales people. Kindly contact us to get the best manpower available. Thank you very much.
Action Ayurveda is like a free massage program, but you must use it. Whether you come here or not, otherwise Chandru will get upset. Okay, before we go on to Dr. Sri Kumar, who wanted to talk about this program which is also mentioned in the WhatsApp. Anybody wants to talk quickly? My request. Yes.
About my.
Yeah, please.
Once again, good morning all. For the last 2 weeks, I've been talking about covering 20 Apna businesses, either from the perspective of giving them advertorials, that is writing articles about their business, or the activity that they do, or to showcase that they are expert in a particular subject or system, as well as along with that to put an ad of another company or in these places. So the basic idea was to help two businesses in a particular stream, particular industry get visibility in one single space. So effectively that's the reason why we came out with the concept of 2,000 rupees plus GST only to get the coverage, best possible coverage. So effectively 5,000 rupees will be the joint package, and where one company gets an advertorial and one company gets the ad space, and which will be promoted actively other than just publishing news as such. So today will be the last day. Whoever has shown interest, kindly pay today, and whoever wants to connect, please connect today. And today will be the last day. I will not extend. Otherwise, for people who have paid the money 2 weeks back, it's wrong on my part to keep them waiting. So if anybody is not interested or who have shown interest wants to take back, it's open, it's okay for whatever business opportunity or this one it is. But if you are interested, today is the last day. I will not extend more than today. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Rain, a cosmetologist by profession. My work is a little unique, where I work to enhance tissue nutrition. Here, I would like to highlight on some important work that I can do, especially in occupational hazards or occupational problems that we have. It could be a packaging industry where they have a lot of dust and pollutants, fine dust, which gets into their airway, and that becomes a problem. There is a fall in the air lung capacity, and that leads to many diseases which many of us doctors are not aware of. If we treat them only when they come with a symptom in the airway. There are many conditions where they are silently going down and there are no symptoms in their airway at all, and that is leading to many other diseases. So I can work to enhance their lung tissues, to help them come out of many diseases. So any company where you're looking at there is a lot of dust production, fine dust particles, which can affect their employees, you can utilize my service there. And second important thing is any multinational company today, a lot of them are working in AC. And this is causing a lot of problem in the airway and skin issues and sinus issues, where it is a dry air leading on a lot of irritation, and people call it allergy, and a lot of people visit ophthalmologists, ENT surgeons, and they are treated with lot of antihistamines. The problem here is because of the dryness that you are exposed to because of AC. You are always in AC, you are going in a cab in AC, then you get into your chamber which is AC, and again you come back. Only in your house you are out of it. So even there I can work on those people where there is a lot of dryness in the system leading to irritation, inflammation and lot of other conditions which look very much like allergies. You can call it as cold allergy. Even there I can work to help them come out of many diseases. So you can connect me to any such company or factories where I can give a mass coverage and support, and that can be very, very preventive. Here I would also like to take few seconds to say, I don't know if you have heard, for a healthy individual, I can customize service to maintain that health, which will be different from one to another. That we can do, and also for the sports people. This, I'm very sure people who have used my services know, and if possible some can give a testimonial that healthy people can become further healthy, sports people can have further health to enhance their muscle tissues to work better. And I can work, in fact, if you want any work where you want me to do one sports person free of cost for your study, I will do it to show that I can do this for every sports person to enhance their performance in their sports. So please connect me to such people. Thank you.
Just a second. See, this year we want to do a massive campaign for occupational problems. So like people who are constantly in the AC or people who are fine dust or pollutants. So please reach out. Don't think that it is a problem of some big issues. Just wherever you know some companies, allow doctor to make a presentation free of cost. That is, you talk to them and then see how they can come back to that. Thanks to Codeway, they have already agreed to have a talk to know what occupational problems can be there. What comes out of it is the next time. So please take it as a personal campaign. We want to look at a massive campaign
One
this year.
example I would like to know. I have an owner of a hospital, medical college, who has diabetes and who came to me, and the problem he had was in the lungs. Believe me, past 4 years, I've been treating on his lungs and he is cured of diabetes. He's not on any diabetic drugs. Why I say this is, we do not know that is the root cause for many more diseases. When I'm talking of occupational hazard, they are not even having any symptoms of the chest. They complained, sir, I have body pain, I can't lift, or I can't, even those level, even labor level work. We can definitely enhance their health by working. So there are multiple things that can be done to enhance their working capacity.
Okay, good. Maybe for Chaitanya.
Yes.
We are just one, and then Dr. Sri Kumar. Today we will overshoot the time, but please be patient.
This is good morning all. This is architect Padri Shikha. I run my company called Interscapes, where we specialize to do interior designing. Today I think 2 of my clients are here. Okay, 3 of my clients are here only. Recently I did Vishnu's house and then Happy today here. And then one is Pandit's house I'm doing and Prema's house also I'm doing. What is the speciality, what we do in terms of design is you give us any space, any requirement, we will fit into that actually. So whether it is, it is a totally customized, because the lifestyle is varies from person to person. It might be, the way you wear your attire. I also tell you, as she was mentioning, customized jewelry, it is based on your thoughts. So your home reflects your personality. So that is what I always believe. We are specialized in residential interiors, and we are also specialized in all kind of interiors. I don't say specialized. When I say specialized, it is only residences, and be it your flat, villa, or your bungalows. And we also cater to the hotels. I mean to say hotel design, and then offices space, any space or maybe any scale. If you say there is a revamping is required to enhance your almost 12 hours people are spending in their offices. Okay, sometimes I see too many things are scattered here and there, and then they are very much not what to say so many things they are not able to decide where to keep and where not to keep. So we will give you the designs where you arrange everything in such a way it can be so disciplined for you and make things easier. So this is what we do as Interscapes. Interscapes, we are growing now. We are 10% team, and also we have contracted team with us. So design and execution, we are the one-point contact. End to end, you can rely on us. And with respect to any design, Interscapes is there. Think of space, think of Interscapes, and we are here to create interesting spaces. Thank you so much.
Now the stage is for Dr. Sri Kumar. Before he starts, please come. Before you start, I wanted to introduce Krishnamurthy. You can stand up there only. Krishnamurthy is a background from oil industry. That means products related to oil, all kinds of these oils. A lot of people come, virgin coconut oil, fresh. So we are making a massive effort through him to reach out to customers. So he is leading the initiative for sale of only oils. So like that we will get more and more product specialists and see that every effort is done this year to see that we all benefit from this. Thank you very much, Krishnamurthy. You can approach him anytime if you have any products related to oil and milk products also. He is also going to work on the milk products also. Yes.
Very good morning to each one of you.
Good morning.
You know, it's really difficult at this time. Everybody is hungry, including me. And top of it, there's a good aroma. So I request, please close the door. Okay, great. So my name is, those of you who don't know me, my name is Sri Kumar Vadikepat, and I'm a business transformation coach. I'm not lengthening my discussion or introduction about myself, but straight going to the subject. So my company name is Essence Result Coaching, and the brand name is Business Yogi. So we'll have separate time. What do I mean by all these things? So let me straight go into the subject itself. The question. It's with a question. Is your business growing by 10x? 10 times. Not that you see the visibility like one day, someday my business will go up by 10 times. It's not like that. Do you have the clarity, confidence, conviction, yes, this is time my business will be 10x. Like that way, at that confidence. If you look at the kind of money we earn, the kind of money we grow, the kind of money we have, always, whatever the kind of money you have, whether it is thousands or lakhs or crores of rupees, we always feel insufficient. We are urged and greed to grow further and further and further, and we always feel that, no, I am not growing, right? It's true in one sense, but why we are not growing at that pace so that it can be 10x or maybe even more? Because the power is not with the poor, and the poor doesn't know their power. We all are poor. Poor means not just in terms of money, poor in thinking, poor in ideas, poor in implementing, poor in patiently waiting for the food, whatever it is. We are all poor. As long as we are poor, where that poor comes in, that's the barrier to create the tenants. Now, another formula for 10x, other than the leadership, there is something related to management. What it takes for you and your business to 10x is based on this. You have to have a blueprint. You have to have a blueprint. You have to have a roadmap to create a 10x. And you have to have a framework. You have to have a formula. Then there is success, means your business is 10x. If all these things are missing, we will be always working towards 10x. Why I started this discussion or thinking of presenting, because 1-2 years back when I looked at my clients, and I am looking at, I completed around 2 years in my business. When I looked at what do I need to offer now, something new, I looked at my clients, I could see that around 90 to 95% of my clients were doubling their business turnover without adding any resources. This is my study with my own clients. I said that's what I can offer them. Now, after 2 years again, when I look at my God, there is a completely different possibility. That is this. Now, first let us look at the blueprint. I call it the Business Yogi, the 10x blueprint. First thing, you have to be that sure about who are you. The who are you is not about your name or what you do. It's a completely different spiritual sense, very concrete, not abstract. Literally in concrete sense which you have never addressed in your life, but be absolutely clear about who are you. And absolute that clarity, you also need to know why are you in, not business, why are you in this business which you are doing. If you get that clarity, why are you in this business and who are you, 50% of the job is done. That is the leadership aspect of the whole journey. Before that, before and then I also told you about the management framework, right? If you look at when this happened so far, what happened to my own clients is 180% increase in sales turnover within 4 months. 4 months. The person is sitting outside. Am I correct? Doubled the turnover in 6 weeks. Doubled the turnover in 32 days. 4 times in 4 months. 5 times the turnover in 10 months. Became a global organization within 8 months. A small company in Bangalore. Increased productivity by 80% in 3 months' time. Right now, there are 2 companies who are at the verge of 10x. That is possible, as I said in the leadership journey called, when you awaken the business yogi in you. It is like dormant. I will make it dominant. And the phase 1, you need to know. You all know the road, how to reach to 10x. But knowing the road is just a knowledge. You need to know the route, because knowing the route enables you to reach the destination. So I will give you the route. Now, to talk about the leadership aspect, I will not be able to give the complete scenario of it, but I will give a very foreground scenario is the road. Where are you moving from, where are you moved to, and what's the kind of result you get in the phase 1. You are moving from, why am I not powerful, to where will I get the power from. See, anything and everything in business, what you need is the power to deal with things in life. But you need to know from where the power can come from. Similarly, why am I failing? Every time we have a question, why am I failing? Why am I failing? Why am I failing? The moment you are, the more you deal with why am I failing, including students, the more you will be failing. Instead of that, ask a question, where am I failing? Where am I failing? The moment you know that where are you failing, you can change the whole scene. Now, what you get is become peaceful. Now, genesis of success is a completely different framework. Now, instead of when you look at, you always been dealing with why am I not doing something? You know what to do. You know what is that I have to do so that I can do 10x my business. What is that I should not do so that my business will be 10x. But what you get here is why you are doing what you are doing and why you are not doing something that what you are not doing it. Once you get the complete clarity, you become willful. That is very important, because for you to do the 10x in business at a fast time, what you need to activate is your will. It's not just the willpower, it's not just willingness, it's just will. Now, finally, the outcome will be get more clients, get more orders, or whatever it is, you get a miraculous framework. Why miraculous framework? Because miracles just doesn't happen. Miracle happens in a miraculous space. My job is to create that space for you. The moment then the miracle happens, I call it the 10x. And that's when you become successful. Now, phase 2, the roadmap. You are a student. Every week you are coming, you are a student. Being a student, you are a great learner. But be a teacher to be a great student. The moment you are a teacher, you are a great student. Now, this is the concept behind the phase 2 of the whole thing. What happens, because when you are a student, you are a learner, what you will have, what you will get is skills. But if you are a teacher, you become a master. And for a master, what you will have is mastery. There is a lot of difference between a skill and a mastery. Right? Now, how do you create the mastery is the whole thing. Right? Now, who is a teacher? Teacher is not somebody who preaches. Teacher is also somebody practicing too. But teacher is very clear about his subject, what we call it the subject expertise, right? Now, it's very difficult to explain the space and the whole energy of a teacher is having, but the teacher is very, very clear about what needs to be done to go to a particular place. Now, this is the 10x business, another roadmap. If you focus on here, amalgamation, collaboration, innovation, contribution. These are the 4 routes. Within these 4 routes, you can make your business that clear about 10x business. Now the whole thing will be about how to do this, how to do your amalgamation, how to do that collaboration, where you can collaborate, or what is the way to collaborate, whatever it is, and innovation, and then contribution. The beauteous thing in this is the contribution. Through contribution, you can get or you can reap the benefits of all the first 3. Now, another thing in the 10x business model is a first time 3-tier business yogi incubator called a startup, pick up, scale up. Whatever the way or wherever you are in your business, whatever the kind of turnover, either you will be at startup, number of years, irrespective of the number of years, and you may be in a space called you are yet to pick up, or you are in a space called I need to scale up. Now, the needs and the requirements of these organizations, whether it is startup, pick up or scale up, the needs and requirements are very different. Very, very different. The whole thing is been managed and designed in a way, like for example, there is a business center, strategic business efficiency solution. Don't take any picture, please. Corporate statutory compliance, branding and IPR, marketing and sales consultancy, event management, finance and accounts consultancy, HR training and consultancy, management training, business consultancy services, business transformation coaching. All these things are required and weaved in such a way so that you can move from one stage to another stage. Startup, pick up and scale up. Now I am creating this in 2 ways. If you are a member of, not even just a member, if you have the urge to do your business by 10x, you are a part of the Business Yogi community, you are working towards it, and you become part of this. And if you remember, I said about the teacher, what the teacher does, you do with these people. For example, if Balaji is in the business community, the person who comes to take the service of this or give the service, take the service, whatever it is, Balaji will be mentoring that organization people or the CEO. I will tell you how to mentor. I will tell you how to coach. Right? Now why this is because the moment you become a teacher, you create mastery. No way you can fail, no way that you cannot succeed. You will get what you want. So the whole thing I will tell you once again later in the time. I will tell you that in the end of the program. The next. Okay, this is the tree tiger. This one. And if you look at 10x business is always a game. Now the thing is, what kind of game takes you to 10x? One kind of game is the one just now I explained to you. That is the Business Yogi Incubator Cell. Now guiding and mentoring future business stakeholders. There you can actually multiply your business turnover 2x to 5x. But in all other places, why I said 5 to 10x, it may be even more than that. That is based on you and your organization. It can go to any level, and the number of months or years also depends on that. But the game is support you. When you become the business community, yogi community member in this 10x business, you will support business owners to create business collaborations. You will support. You will support business owners to launch their business across India. You will support business owners to launch their business in foreign countries. And finally the game, the 5th game, it's already scheduled. One is Business Yogi, shall I say that? Apna Business Yogi, International Business Summit. And those who are being here will have an opportunity to participate. there are some different the whole thing criteria and all that. So once you fit in there, it will happen. And there is one more which I am working on, is Business Yogi Boss, BOSS. BOSS means be on a stage show. It's very much easy, very much possible. Without spending much time and money, you can get people and you can present your business like a speaker on the stage. That's called Business Yogi Boss. Be on a stage show. So that's where you get the respect, the recognition, everything. Now you can decide. Decide either yes or a no, because indecision delays your own success which you are planning. Right? Now, definitely, I know you will have some doubts. You will also want to know what is the cost of this and things like that. So, what I would suggest is, you can meet me to my office is around 1.5 kilometers from here, and you can meet me. Please take an appointment from me, and then you can meet me. Else, next Tuesday after this meeting, that will be around 11 o'clock. Only for the people who are serious about it, we can meet, and we can meet at the first floor in the boardroom. We will meet, and I will clear you all the doubts. So, end of the day, even if you say yes, you are not in. So there are minimum 3 rounds of discussion which I need to have it, so that you will be in the game, because it's a game. Correct? So thank you so much. Anything else? Yeah. So let us end this so that we can begin this. Right? So thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to me at this time. So that's it.
What is important to recognize is, these are all not standard things lifted from textbooks. These are creations. When you have such creations, I am sure your curiosity should be more to judge how this can be really practical for you. So we have been having a lot of discussion. I am sure there is a lot of questions you will have. So please take the next step to understand and then take a call. Also, don't think that just being in that means everything will happen.
Yeah, I will also not present anything in front of you until unless I am not ready. Now I am ready for the next.
So at the end of the day, there is always effort. There is no shortcuts. Anybody who can promise just like that, anything will happen, nothing will happen. All that can happen is only your efforts. If you put the efforts, you require guidance to know which direction you want to go. Please look at all these things and be a proud listener, because you are exposed to so many concepts. We have been listening from Kishan, from various people here, from all the youngsters here. I'm sure this is a great inspiration. The cake maker there, and many such people. Always be a student. That's what is very important. And you will not miss learning. And if you don't apply, then there is no meaning. So thank you very much. So we'll conclude here, and we'll also end the program here. Already 20 minutes overshot. 5 minutes we started late, so 15 minutes is attributed to 68 people in the hall. We could do some justice, but we are not interested in introducing everybody, because the whole meeting will go in only introduction. You will come and say I am so and so. It has no meaning. Instead, whomever you are listening, that is good enough. We will have more opportunities as we go on. Let's break here, have the breakfast. Anybody interested in any of the products of Apna, you can buy here downstairs. Lastly, please be responsible. Eat what you can. Don't waste anything. Sit and eat. I am telling. And there are trays there. Please segregate and put, because there is another process after you finish the cleaning process. So it's criminal to load unnecessary work on others. And let's do our responsibility. And thank you once again. This has been a record day in the history of Apna with so many people. Thank you. Please rearrange the chairs a little bit so that you can walk around. One on the other, you can put the chairs.